Hey there, Fletch from All Things Overlanding here. Today, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on my Maverick order. I've been getting quite a few questions from people saying, hey, when are you getting your Maverick? You know, it's been 7-8 months. You haven't got a Maverick yet. What's going on? Some people have posted up in the comments and said like, hey, I just started following your channel because you were getting a Maverick. What's going on? So today, I'm going to give you an update on the Maverick situation. I'm going to tell you exactly where I'm at with it, show you a couple emails that I've gotten, and we'll let you know where it's at. So let's get into more on the Maverick situation. Alright guys, so as I mentioned today, I'm going to talk and give you guys some updates on my situation with my Ford Maverick that I ordered last December 13th as a matter of fact. Because I know that it's in my channel trailer. I've talked about it. I was super excited about that truck and getting it and turning it into like a great gas mileage / family hauler / you know, capable enough truck for running to Lowe's or Home Depot to grab some lumber and stuff, but then also like a light duty overlanding rig. So that was kind of my plan, right? When I ordered the truck 9 months ago now from Ford, my plan was to get 2.0T all-wheel drive, XLT with Lux package and tow package, 4K tow package. That was my order in cactus gray. So really love that color. I think it's awesome. And that was December 13th, right? So I ordered the truck. In talking to the dealership, of course, it's not their fault. They don't know how long it's going to take Ford, but they said, you know, what we're seeing right now is typically 3 to 4 months should have it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't need it right now. I've got my Frontier, right? So I don't have to have another vehicle right now, but whenever it comes in, then it'd be great to get, you know, 3 times as much gas mileage as I get in this truck. But so then I waited and waited and waited. I think back in like February or March, I still hadn't heard anything, but then towards the end of March, early April, I got an email from Ford, and I was like, oh, maybe this is it. And I opened the email, and the email was like, hey, do you want to take off all the cool stuff on your truck, and maybe we can build it faster? And so basically, like, they wanted me to strip the Lux package, I think the XLT, maybe the XLT package, either that or at least the Lux package. And I was just like, no, man, like I traded in an Infinity on this thing. Like I kind of want like the heated steering wheel, heated seats, the, you know, the remote start, like I wanted all the nice features. That's why I ordered the XLT in the first place, right? So I, you know, just, they said, if you don't want to make changes, just don't do anything. So I didn't do anything. So that was April-ish. So then it's, you know, now, right now at the time of me recording this, it's almost the end of July. And I actually got an email about a week ago. And that email was, hey man, sorry, you're probably going to be a 2023 order. And again, do you want to strip off all the cool stuff from the truck? Maybe we can build it faster, right? And so again, I looked at that and I'm like, oh man, so here's kind of where I'm at, right? So the order's still open. I've still got the order in. I'm going to see what happens with the truck. I don't know if that means I'm not going to get one until next year, or if it means later this year as a 2023 model year vehicle. I'm not 100% sure. They did mention in the email something about some sort of a discount, although I wonder if that's just I get the same price that I already agreed to on the 2022, because I think there's been a slight price increase for 2023 across the board, or at least on the XL. I've seen that. So anyways, so yeah, so the order is still open, but it has been 8-9 months at this point. Yeah, almost 9 months at this point since I ordered it. And there's no truck. There's no truck. And there's a chip shortage. I'm not mad at Ford, right? Like that's just what it is. But so at this point, you know, like I've talked about since the beginning of the year how I was getting a Maverick and all this stuff. So I apologize to you guys that are here for the Maverick content. I don't have it because it hasn't materialized yet. So anyway, so that's kind of where it's at. So I'm in a weird place now. And that's where I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about what may happen with the Maverick. So again, the order is open. I'm not like canceling the order or anything. I'm still kind of excited to possibly see the truck or get the truck. I'm not sure if I will take it at the time that it is delivered. If it's, you know, if it's next year or something, by then, I mean, I'll probably get another vehicle because, I mean, this thing's great, but it gets terrible gas mileage. And with the fridge in the back, I only have room for 2 people. So I can't even take my whole family in it. So we have to take my wife's car anytime we want to go anywhere. So I may pick up something else. I don't know. So I'm kind of considering my options. It's very possible that I might just pick up another vehicle in the meantime. while I wait. But again, we'll see what happens with the Maverick. So I don't want to say for sure that it's 100% a done deal, but I am kind of leaning towards either maybe not getting it, or, you know, I don't know. I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. If I get an email tomorrow that says it's coming in a month, that may change things, right? But what I'm understanding from what I've seen from Ford, it's probably going to be at least later this year or maybe even early next year before I would even see it. So that's what's going on with the Maverick. Now, I also want to roll into here some really exciting news about something that I am looking into. It's not 100% yet, but it's like 95%. And the only thing that's not 100% is just the timing of it. So I've talked to a gentleman named Brennan, who is in Ohio, so he's really close to me, and he owns a company called Driven Desire. And it's cool. So what they do is they do the VK swaps into these trucks. And if you're not a Nissan person, what that basically means is these trucks come with a 4-liter 6-cylinder, which is not a dog by any means. It's a fine motor, but you know, I'm pushing 35s. I'm Titan swapped. I'm on stock gearing in the rear on a Frontier rear axle and Titan swapped on the front. So the transmission and the engine work to get this thing going. And they also have 215,000 miles on them. So it is a 2008. It's, you know, 14, almost 15 years old now, and it has 215,000 miles on it. So with the money for my trade, so I did go ahead and have the Ford dealership send me back my money for my trade that they've held on to for the last 7 months in preparation for this Maverick coming. I had them send me my money. So I now have all the money from my Infiniti burning a hole in my pocket. So again, I've talked to Brennan, and what we have discussed is he's going to do a VK swap, which the VK is the VK56DE, or the 5.6 liter out of the Titans, the full-size Titan trucks. The cool thing about Nissans is they actually use the same engine mounting point, so it's basically like a drop-in swap. Now, I'm making it sound way easier than it is. There's a lot more that goes into that, but Brennan is an expert, and he's done multiples of these. He's done his own truck. He's done a bunch of other people's trucks. So again, we are talking actually next week at the time of recording this about trying to time it out right. So this is something that's coming in the near future. So I did want to kind of roll it out to you guys that the truck is going to be V8 swapped here before too long. Super, super excited about that, because not only does it give me more power, more horsepower, more torque, it's probably actually going to increase my 10 to 11 mile per gallon MPG, just because it doesn't have to work as hard to turn this stuff. I'm also going to he's going to try and get me a Titan rear axle so I can go fully Titan swapped instead of just the front with a Frontier rear axle with spacers on it. So again, it's just the timing of all that, because then I've got trips coming up in September. I've got all this stuff. So there's a lot of like moving parts that are going to make it a little tricky. So, but again, if he can fit me in, I'm going to be really excited to do that. So yes, so Maverick still kind of alive, but possibly dead. I just don't know. It's going to take who knows how long. But the coolest thing of all of this is, get ready, because the Frontier is going to get fully Titan swapped and VK56 V8 swapped. So this thing's going to be a beast, and I'm excited about it. So anyways, just wanted to kind of roll that out. I've been kind of, you know, I've mentioned it to a couple people, and I just kind of can't keep it a secret anymore. I just wanted to roll it out to everybody. So that is coming. I'm really hopeful that we can find a way to get it all done before Core this year. So I'd love to bring the truck up all fully refreshed with, you know, the new V8 in it and stuff for Core, but we will see. So anyways, wanted to give you guys that update. Wanted to give you the update on the Maverick and what's happening with the Frontier. You know, if you are longtime followers of the channel or even newer folks to the channel, I know I get a lot of questions about this stuff, so I just wanted to kind of make this one about you guys that are curious about the truck situation and kind of what's going on. Other cool new upgrades that are coming, I will tell you really quick on the Frontier, because there's some really neat stuff and some cool partnerships that are happening. The headlights that I've got, those are just like blacked out Amazon ones, and they're fine. They look nice, but they don't put out any more light. Actually, they probably put out less than the OEM housings. So I'm working with a company called Freedom Retrofits. They're out of Wisconsin. Austin's the owner of that. He's an awesome dude. But so I'm working with them. They're actually going to be building me a set of custom projector retrofit headlights for the truck. So when I get those, I will be sure to do some videos on them and show you guys, because they do amazing work. They've got a huge lead time right now because they're really backed up with a lot of orders that they've gotten. But it's worth it. Like, their lights are so good. I'm so excited. Like, I know that like the Wanderlust Overland folks run some of their stuff. I know Cindy from Northology Adventures has headlights on her Frontier that he built for her. So super excited to get those lights in. So those will be coming in the near future for the truck as well. And then in the back there, You'll notice that I'm rackless. I have been for about 2 months now. I'm working with a company called Extrusion Overland to get a rack built for the truck for that, and it should be done really soon. So I'm actually excited. That should be here before Core for sure, I think. So anyway, so there's a lot of really cool stuff coming, right? And I just can't wait to kind of roll out more. There are other relationships that I'm working on right now. I'm working on securing some additional modifications for the truck and stuff. So again, I want to roll all this stuff out. There will be kind of hopefully an all at once rollout of everything when everything's done. So by early next year, I would say the truck will be mostly built the way that I want it to be. I'm working on some wheel and tire relationships too. But I want to get you guys these updates now because I'm excited about them. I want you guys to be excited about the where the truck is going, where the channel is going. Again, there's going to be a ton of new content coming around all this stuff. So again, if you're a Nissan Frontier person and you're like, hey, I want to know what wheel and tire setup you're running. I want to know what that rack is. The rack, I'm excited about all these things, but this rack is a game changer. I just wish more people knew about Extrusion Overland because it's all extrusion-based stuff, right? So like aluminum extrusion, so it has channel that runs through the whole thing. So you can literally strap things to wherever you want and attach things in a number of ways. It's a super unique sort of system, and that's why I'm excited to run it. Compared to my old rack that was just basically like steel that all bolted together, it was really hard to mount stuff to. There was only a couple ways that you could attach things. With this new system, I mean, there's unlimited ways that you can attach stuff, and they've got some really cool add-on type things that you can basically buy from them that will allow you to mount an awning, so that it's, because all racks kind of have a little bit of a lean to them. They have an awning mount that actually goes out and then levels, so it'll be like this coming off the side, so I can mount my awning up higher so I don't hit my head on it every time I come underneath of it, and it'll be level, which is amazing. So just stuff like that, right? Like I'm trying to work with these really cool, really innovative companies to find stuff that is going to fit my build, and then I want to pass that on to you guys. I want to share it with you guys so that you can kind of see some cool stuff for the Frontiers, because the Frontiers have been around forever, right? Same with Xteras. Like I'm not trying to exclude Xterra people. There are a lot of Xterra people. A lot of these things would work for either one. Like headlights, they build Xterra headlights too. Freedom Retrofits does. The wheels and tires could go on an Xterra just like a Frontier. Same lug pattern, right? Not when you're Titan swap, but pre-Titan swap. So anyways, tons and tons of exciting stuff coming, and I just wanted to share some of it with you. More updates on the Maverick whenever I get some. Whenever I find out more, I will be letting you guys know. And then also I will keep you in the loop on the Frontier, and there will be videos coming. Whenever the V8 swap happens, I will be, I'm sure, making a lot of videos on that because I'm going to be pretty excited about it. Same with the rack, same with the headlights, everything. So stay tuned for more on updates to the truck and the Maverick order, but I wanted to get you those updates. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. In the description down below are links to Facebook, Instagram, my podcast I do every week. If you're listening on the podcast, check out YouTube. If you're on YouTube, check out the podcast. There's also a Patreon page. If you join that, we actually have a really small little group of dedicated folks to overlanding that share a Discord, so we can all kind of chat and message back and forth whenever we want. So that's cool. And then the Newbie Overlanders group is a free to join group on Facebook. Over 7,000 people at the time that I'm recording this. So it's just growing like crazy, and it's been great. Everybody's been super helpful. It's been awesome. So if you want to join that, definitely check that out as well. I'd love to have you on whatever channels you want to hang out. If you're listening on the podcast and you like the podcast, drop a 5-star review if you don't mind. That really helps a lot, and I would appreciate it. But other than that, I appreciate you guys listening. I hope that you found those updates interesting. And again, there will be a lot more to come on that stuff. So make sure to keep listening and watching wherever you want. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.